All right, so let's go through this. We started out, we knew we had a divisor of 26. Okay, so everyone's with me. We knew we had a divisor of 26. Now, as you all complain, division's too hard, especially if you have a 2-digit divisor, makes you cry. So we started out listing our multiples of 26. Multiples, which is a word you're going to need to know later in this year. You probably already know it when you say multiplication chart, because a multiplication chart lists the multiples of a number. So our multiples of 26 are 26, 52, 78, 104, 130, 156, 182, 208, 234. Now having this makes your life much easier. So if you start a division problem and you creep out and you're like, I just can't do it, it's just so difficult for me, and you're wanting to pull your hair out or your teeth, whatever it is that makes it so difficult for you, start with this. I'm never going to give you thousands of division problems. Yes, this takes a little bit of time, but it saves just as much time when you get to this. Because now we don't have to guess. Now we don't have to guess and check. We can just do it. Does 26 go into 6?
No.
No. I will not have a number above the 6. Okay? So this doesn't go into the thousands. It's going to be, does 26 go into 62?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to have a number in the 2, a number in the 9, and a number over the 1. So my answer is 3 digits. My answer is in the hundreds. My answer is greater than 99, but less than 999. Because I have to have a 3-digit answer. We good?
Yes.
Now that I have this, I want to take 26 into 62. I need to get as close as I can to 62 without going over. Okay? So 26 times 1 is 26. 26 times 2 is 52. And 26 times 3 is 78. 78's too big. It's greater than 62. I can't have greater than 62. So I'm going to have to use 2 in my quotient. My hundreds place in my quotient needs to be a 2. I don't have to do the multiplication because I already did the multiplication. 26 times 2 is 52. I have 62 minus 52. Dominic, I have 62. Are you going to pull one out too? We'll go rinse it off in water. 26 times 2 is 52. Okay? So I multiply, I subtract. I multiply, I subtract. 62 subtract 52 is 10. After I subtract, if there is another number to bring down, I bring it down. If there is another number to bring down, I bring it down. Now, Oscar, being the brilliant young man that you are, how many times is 26 going to go into 109 without going over? You have your answers here. What is as close you can get to 109 without going over?
6.
26 times 6 is 156.
Oh.
That's too big. 130's too big. 104 is as close as you're going to get without going over. Okay? So 26 times 4 is 104. Oscar, you working? I know 26 times 4 is 104, so I just have to write 104 here. Lining up my place values. Lining up my place values. I subtract. Jocelyn, what is 109 subtract 104?
2.
No.
5.
5. I put down my 5. I bring down my 1. Now I'm in my 1's place. Now I'm in my 1's place. So now I need to see how many times 26. Are you writing this down as we work, right? Because you're going to have this example in your journal. I need to see how many times 26 is going to go into 51 without going over. How many times 26 is going to 51 without going over? Kayla.
It's 26 times 1.
26 times 1. Why, Hunter, is it not 26 times 2? What is 26 times 2?
44.
No, read it. 26 times 2.
52.
52. And since 52 is bigger than 51, I can't use that. So I have to use 26 times 1. Hunter, don't you have that on your paper?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 26 goes into 51 one time. Then we have to subtract. Nevaeh? Sure. Sure, since you couldn't wait till we're done with this problem. We have to borrow. That's a 5. That's a 2. 25. So now I have 241, remainder 25. Now, as Mr. Antics, on our Math Antics video that we just watched, told us you can check your division with multiplication because it's the opposite. It's called the inverse operation. Inverse operation. So we're going to check. What we do is we multiply our quotient, which is our answer, times our divisor, which is the number that's not in the house. It's not, Joseph. It's not in the house.
26.
That's what I said is 26, but then my pen wrote 24. I don't know why. Sometimes these markers don't listen. I know, right?
No, not sometimes.
All right, 6 times 1 is? 6 times 4 is? 24. 6 times 2 is? Plus 2 is? 14. What are you looking for, Kayla? There's those little blue rags there you can use too. By where the markers are. Unless you spilled your water. All right, we're done with our 1's place. We're done with what we carried there. Since we are starting in our 10's place, my first number needs to be in my 10's place. So 2 times 1 is? 2 times 4 is? 2 times 2 is?
4.
We add that. We get 6, 6, 2, 6. 6,226. Or 6,266.
No, that's wrong.
No? What am I doing wrong, Helen? I need to add my remainder in. When I add my remainder in, what do I want my sum here to be?
You want your sum to be the same as what you were dividing by.
Good. I want my sum to be the same as my dividend. That will prove that I did this correctly. So if I add 6,266 plus 25, and I get 6,291, that proves this is correct. That proves this is correct. Does it work?
Yes.
Okay. That means I did all of my math correct. I divided correctly, I multiplied it correctly, I added correctly. So I'm golden. Now this, writing out your multiples of a number, make your life easier when you're dividing. So when I give you, not right now, when I give you a division problem when I give you a division problem, you should never ask me for help unless you've done this. Taken your divisor and listed the multiples of your divisor. If you ask me for help and you haven't done that, I am going to have Betsy kick you in the shin.
She can't do that.
Okay, are there questions? Excellent, because I'm going to give you one to try on your own. I'm going to give you one to try on your own.
Can we have a partner?
No,
Can I go to the restroom?
no. Make sure you have your 26s correct, because I've looked at some of them. Oscar, your 26 multiples are not correct. So fix them. If you don't have them correct, fix them. That's why they're up on the board. You're going to solve this problem. Let's see.
5,675. Closer. 26 divided by 26.
5,241 divided by 26. Solve this on your own.